Hey team, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk to you about Ishgard Housing, which we now know to be called Empyreum.
Crushing Defeat Media.
I say Empyreum because if you look at this word is pyre. And if you look at this word is pier. So then to me it's Empyreum, tomato, tomato. Anyway, everything I've been doing in Final Fantasy XIV to make Gil has been for two reasons. One, to provide you with proven strategies to make as much Gil as you want in Final Fantasy XIV. And if that's something you're interested in, check out the link in the description. And two, to be able to buy a mansion when Ishgard Housing launches. And we are right there. We are right on the cusp of this coming out. So it is with a lot of excitement and a little bit of foolishness that I share with you everything we know so far about the Empyreum. This adds this adds 1,140 houses to each server and something like 5,000 plus apartments. First, I will discuss how to unlock the Empyreum Zone. Then I will talk about how to see how much each of the plots will cost, how to tell which plot goes with which sized house, and what the zone itself looks like. So spoiler warning there on what the Empyreum Zone will look like. Lastly, I will discuss the new housing lottery system that will be implemented with the Empyreum Housing, and the prerequisites to be able to buy land, and about when we can expect Ishgard Housing, the Empyreum, to launch. So buckle up team, let's go ahead and get into it. To unlock and access the Empyreum, simply go to the Foundation Aetheryte in Ishgard and talk to, I believe, this guy right here. He should have a purple quest marker above his head, and if someone could confirm that it's this guy, that would be great because I've already done the quest. But regardless, the quest will be available right next to the Foundation Aetheryte offered by some guy with a purple quest marker. So go there and do that. Once this quest is done, you will have access to two things. First, the Empyreum Housing Zone that can be most easily accessed by right-clicking the Foundation Aetheryte. And second, because you can now access the different wards, you can also see the prices for each plot of land. These will be static prices for these plots. If you would like to know more about Final Fantasy XIV housing, whether it's what types of housing are available, what to do after you buy a plot of land, how to do housing glitches to outfit your house, I have a ton of in-depth videos on this channel. Please see the description for links to those. Each plot of land is designed to have just one type of house on it. Small plots are for cottages, medium plots are for houses, and large plots are for mansions. As you run around the Empyreum Housing Zone, deciding which plots you may be interested in, you can tell which size house it's for in a number of ways. First, look at the size of the big orange box in each plot. This tells you where that house will go and how much of that plot of land it will take up. Ergo, it tells you what size house goes there. However, if you don't want to run all around the Empyreum looking at every house plot like I did, because I'm just that into housing, first, look at the prices. Mansions are the ones that go for 47.5 or 50 million gil. Houses, the medium size, go for 17 or 19 million gil, and cottages, the small size, go for 3 to about 4 million gil. Alternatively, you can look at the zone map, and when you're looking at the zone map, the foundation outline for each plot is on the map. It's kind of hard to see, but if you look real close and you make the map real large, you will be able to tell which size house goes on which plot. Both the main housing zone and the subdivision in the Empyreum are the same. They're the exact same layout. One is just turned on its side and one is kind of straight up and down, but they're the same. So once you know what you like on one of the housing areas, you're going to know which you like in both. The numbers are different, but you'll know which plots you like. You can also take this time to check out the apartment building, which looks really cool. Just as an aside, apartments are an easy way for anyone to get into housing in Final Fantasy XIV and only cost a few 100,000 gil, which is something every player will end up with just through the normal course of the game. For the quickest way to find what you want, I recommend looking at the price list, writing down the plot number you may be interested in, and using the internal Aetheryte system in the Empyreum to travel around and look at each of those plots. So if you're looking at medium houses, write down all the medium houses, write down those plot numbers, and then just go visit those, that type of thing. It's probably the easiest and quickest way to do it. It's no secret that the housing system has been a pain point for many players. Personally, even though I've wanted a mansion for well over a year now, I prefer the non-instanced housing to having instanced housing. Why this is would be a whole different video, so if anyone wants to know why I feel this way, let me know in the comments, but I believe the non-instanced housing is better, so let me know and I'm happy to have that discussion. That said, anyone can get housing in Final Fantasy XIV. It may not be the exact housing that you want, but free company rooms and apartments are readily available to anyone at just about any time. If you want to buy an Empyreum plot as a new landover, if you want to buy an Empyreum plot as a new landowner, or you want to move your existing home to the Empyreum, I'm excited to tell you about the new housing lottery system that will be implemented when Ishgard Housing premieres. Although this is left a little bit more to chance, it all but takes away the power of bots and players using third-party software to grief the rest of the players and just take over all the housing. And I'll tell you why this is. I must say first that Ishgard Housing will use the lottery system at launch. However, Square Enix has reserved the right and will maintain flexibility regarding whether or not they will use the lottery system or the first come, first served system based on housing supply and demand beyond this Ishgard Housing launch, which we know will be the lottery system. Where this could be a problem is if Square Enix decides to group plots and wards by purchaser type, meaning some are just for free company lottery, some are for personal lottery, some are for free company first come first serve, some are for personal first come first serve. Please, Square Enix, do not split the housing opportunity like that. We really should have it just be an open for everyone type of opportunity, especially with the lottery system. So if there's anyone out there who watches this that knows anyone at Square Enix, please let them know that we want to have this open. Please tell them. I must also say that there are some unknowns here, like how long each lottery will last. I can tell you it's a quote-unquote number of days, but what that number of days is, I don't know. But there is a lot we do know to be true, so let me get on with it. Upon launch, players will be able to click on the placard on a plot of land, see how many players are currently in that hat or have put in for a lottery ticket for that plot of land, and decide whether or not they want to join that list of players hoping to win the lottery. To buy a personal plot, you must have at least one job at level 50 or above, and be at least second lieutenant in your grand company. Those are common prerequisites, that's not a change. To buy a free company plot will be a bit different. that free company member must have permission to buy land. There must be at least 4 members in that free company. That free company must be rank 6 or above, and you can no longer give permission for a free company member to purchase land or be a master of a free company right away. So new free company members can't be given these permissions. And what all of these things do is makes it much harder for people to have multiple plots of land just for themselves by creating nothing free companies and, using the system to be able to take over whole wards of the game, which, as many of you know, is something that's happened in the past. So although it's requiring a little bit less from us as far as speed and capability to get a plot of land, I'm sure you're hearing that these things are all designed to make housing and who gets the housing much more fair. Oh, and if you're a free trial player, I am sorry, but you will not be able to participate in the lottery, which makes business sense. Each player also will only get 1 lottery ticket. Now, does this mean only 1 in total for all plots? Or if you have the gill, can you put yourself in for multiple plots? I don't know. But what I do know is that for any individual plot, you will only be able to get 1 lottery ticket for that plot. Now, does this mean you can only get 1 lottery ticket in totality, or just 1 lottery ticket for a specific plot? I don't know which is the case, but the next point will certainly limit how many lottery tickets anyone would be able to get for a bunch of plots of land anyway, because you have to put the entire price of that plot down as a deposit. So you get 1 lottery ticket per plot, maybe 1 lottery ticket per lottery at all, and you must put down the entire purchase price of that plot as a deposit. This obviously helps with fairness as well. So let's say you decide to put in your name for a plot of land. Then you must put down the entire cost of that plot as a deposit, like I said. This gill cannot be withdrawn until the lottery is over. And obviously, even if this is available, few players have the means to fully pay for a multitude of plots all at once to get a bunch of chances on various pieces of land. Then the lottery ends a few days later. We don't know how many days yet. The winners and losers will receive a message, probably a Moogle mail, and this message will let everyone know the result. Did you win the plot of land? Did you not? Players who win will have a limited time to claim that plot of land, and players who lose will have a limited time to reclaim their gill. If the players who do not win the lottery do not claim their gill in time, half of that is lost and half of that is given back. After that, more lotteries will ensue and more chances to get land, and more chances to get land means more chances to put a house on it. The thought is that these requirements that I just went through will hinder bot programmers' ability to write a command script that would be beneficial to them in any way. So right now, it's not tough to write a bot script that has you clicking on that placard until it comes up available for you and then getting that plot of land. The fact that you have to put down the whole thing as a deposit, the fact that you have to go and get that gill back if you're one of the losers, otherwise you lose half of it, and the fact that you have to claim that after being announced, there's no bot script that would be helpful in any way with this. So, and although personally I would much rather rely on my speed and getting to that plot on launch day super fast and getting logged in and getting somewhere and getting to that really quick, I do agree that this is much fairer and something that was needed for determining who gets what plot of land. So I would rather be running on launch day to see if I could get to the plot first to win, and then running around to different wards if I didn't. However, this is much better from a bot standpoint, fairness standpoint, just all around it's a better system. So when will Ishgard Housing in the Empyreum be available? Well, it's been commonly agreed on that this will occur in patch 6.1, which if 6.01 is December 21st, 6.05 is January 4th, then we should be able to expect 6.1 towards the end of January 2022, which sounds like a long time because it's next year, but it's not a long time. However, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that one article I read said that Ishgard Housing will be implemented in 6.01, which is December 21st of this year. I 100% believe this was an error, but wanted to mention it so that you can check out the patch notes just to be sure. I'll also try to update and pin a comment on this video when I find out for sure as well. However, all that said, it's going to be 6.1. So team, that's what we know so far. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this. I hope you get Empyreum opened up in between now and when it launches, and I will join you in waiting patiently to see if I can win an Ishgard lottery. And if not, if I don't win, my plan is to go after a mansion in one of the other housing zones. There will always be new opportunities, but if I can give you any advice for housing, this is the time. This patch launch is the next big time to be able to get a house in Final Fantasy XIV. When changes like this are made is when plots of land actually open up. Otherwise, the only other way to do it is to check a reward every hour. At the beginning of the hour, check a reward to see if anything's come available. Other than that, this is by far the best type of time to get a plot of land. So I wish you the absolute best of luck and hope that you get exactly the plot that you want, or at least one that you can be excited about. Please subscribe if you are not already, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Thanks team. Talk to you later. Bye bye.